Legion of Superheroes – Backstory of the members explored. Legion of Superheroes is a 2006 animated television series based on the DC Comics of the same name that debuted in 1958. Produced by Warner Brothers, the series has 2 seasons, after which it was discontinued. It follows a young Superman who arrives in the 31st century and fights alongside a bunch of futuristic superheroes and supervillains. The series boasts a stellar roster of some of the most interesting and unique heroes who hailed from different worlds around the United Planets, which is a governing body with a significant portion of the universe under its wing. The Legion of Superheroes was created by Plastino and Otto Binder, and they are often tied to the most popular Justice League from a millennium ago via time-traveling adventures. In this video, we will talk about the origins of the superheroes who take the central stage in the Legion. Before diving into the content, we'd like to make a very small request to you, our viewers. Please subscribe to Marvelous Videos, like and comment on our videos, and press the bell icon to be notified whenever we upload a new video. We'd appreciate this so much, and we do hope to bring you the best nerdy content in the future. So, without further ado, let's get right into the video. Who are the Legion of Superheroes? The Legion works in a fashion similar to the Justice League, both in terms of story as well as the team framework. Just like the League, they fight the bad guys to save the day. But with reference to the team, what we mean is that, similar to the League, the Legion boasts a long roster of superheroes working together, where a select few happen to be more staple characters, basically how Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, Green Lantern, etc. happen to be the recurring characters. In the case of the Legion, they are Superman, Brainiac 5, Bouncing Boy, Phantom Girl, Timberwolf, Saturn Girl, and Lightning Lad. However, the difference lies in the fact that the events surrounding the Legion take place around the 30th and 31st century. For the first season of the animated television series, the Legion goes back in time as they need Superman's help to defeat the Fatal Five in their time. They accidentally end up in an era where a young Clark Kent is still learning how to use his powers instead of being a full-fledged superhero. Ultimately, Clark leaves his own time period to go to the future with the Legion to help fight the futuristic enemies. He later goes back to his time period. The show returns for a second season, and with that, Superman comes to the future once again, this time with elevated skills thanks to his training. He helps the Legion fight the undefeatable galaxy destroyer called Imperiex. At the same time, a 41st century Superman, a DNA clone, also comes to this millennia to help the Legion. And with this, it's time to get down to the meat of today's video, the primary members of the Legion and their origin stories. Legion of Superhero Members. 1. Superman. This one's a no-brainer. Everyone and their mother is aware of how our boy Kal-El became Superman, but a recap with the specifics wouldn't cause any harm. Kal-El was born on Krypton, a planet that was on the brink of destruction. His scientist father, Jor-El, ended up saving his life by sending him off in a rocket headed towards the Earth. He landed in Smallville, in Kansas, and was adopted by the Kents, namely Jonathan and Martha Kent, where he took up the alias of Clark Kent. Due to having a physiology that could withstand Krypton's tremendous gravity and the red sun, the atmosphere and yellow sun of Earth powered Clark up to an incomprehensible extent, making him one of the most powerful beings to ever exist. With strong ethics, morals, and a love for humanity, Clark Kent became the legendary superhero we know and love as Superman, and dedicated himself to protecting humanity. He later moved to Metropolis and worked at the Daily Planet. Brainiac 5. Brainiac 5 was the 5th robot in line after the original Brainiac from the DC universe, the one that miniaturized the Kryptonian city of Kandor. Originally known as Querl Dox, he was born on planet Corlu, where everyone was 95% robot and had the DNA of Kryptonians. He experienced the pain of being abandoned by his own mother, Verlin Dox, who did not love him. His father was no better. It is believed that Brainiac 5's father left him and formed an assassins group. Dox dedicated his life to his studies and ended up becoming the most intelligent being to exist in his century. He became Brainiac 5 at the mere age of 12. He then decided to leave Corlu for Earth, but was warned about Brainiac, who would be more than interested in controlling Dox. On Earth, Dox worked for the Time Institute and created the Time Bubble, which would allow them to time travel. Naturally, the humans were shocked by the intelligence of this 12-year-old boy. On one day, an attack took place outside the Time Institute, and Dox stepped up with his robotic weapons to save the day. The Legion arrived at the scene as well and helped Dox out. Impressed by the superheroes, he attempted to get into the Legion and eventually became their main engineer and scientist. 3. Lightning Lad. Garth Rand's superhero named Lightning Lad is from planet Winarth. He had a twin, Isla Rands, and an older brother, Mecht Rands. Garth grew up as an introverted boy who excelled in sports. During a joyride to space with his siblings, yet 31st century hobbies, they were all forced to land. Mecht decided to land on the planetoid known as Korbal to recharge their ship. However, things took a turn for the worse when they got attacked by Korbal's predatory animals, the lightning beasts. Garth and Mecht's electrical superpowers helped them survive, while Isla phased into pure energy. Garth even received a scar on his face around this time. Every time he activated his electrical abilities, the scar charged. He later went to Earth, where he encountered Cosmic Boy, aka Rock Kryn, and Saturn Girl, aka Imra Ardeen, on a flight. Together, they saved the entrepreneur R.J. Brand from terrorists and then formed the Legion of Superheroes with his new allies. 4. Saturn Girl. Born on the largest moon of Saturn, i.e. Titan, Imra Ardeen is an incredibly talented telepath. She is popularly known by her superhero name Saturn Girl. She initially wanted to be a science police officer. During this time, she met Garth Rands and Rock Kryn, aka Lightning Lad and Cosmic Boy. During their flight, a group of terrorists called the Dark Circle endangered the life of R.J. Brand. However, Saturn Girl detected the necessary danger and saved Brand with Garth and Rock. Unfortunately, the problem was far from over, but as the most disciplined telepath of Titan, Imra kept following her hunch over something being very suspicious, and of course, she was right. She managed to save Brand once and for all, and then formed the Legion of Superheroes with her new friends. 5. Timberwolf. Bryn Londo was born on planet Zune, a super uninhabitable planet. His father, Dr. Mar Londo, was a scientist, and not a righteous one at that. He wanted to create the ultimate fighting machine and, in the process, chose his own son to basically be his lab rat. The DC dads should enter a competition where they'd be prized depending on how horrible they've been as fathers. Anyways, his experiments turned Bryn into a human canine, and they later shifted to a different planet called Raoul to proceed with the research. During this time, Bryn escaped his terrible condition and left the laboratory. He ran away to the forests of Raoul. However, Ma, being the model father that he is, sent seeker robots to track Bryn down. Too bad, Ma's research ended up working against his favor since Bryn, or Timberwolf, was powerful enough to disseminate those robots. The Legion of Superheroes visited Bryn's world around this time, when they encountered the Seeker robots in the forests. Bryn rescued the Legion by destroying more robots, but he also snatched Saturn Girl away from their team. During this time, Saturn Girl used her telepathic powers and learned more about Bryn. She saw beyond his violence due to their empathetic link and managed to calm him down. He finally reverted to his humanish state and was later offered to be a member of the Legion. As a part of the organization, he adopted Timberwolf as his superhero name. 6. Phantom Girl. She is also one of the OG members of the Legion of Superheroes. Known as Tinya Wazo, she is the daughter of Wanima Wazo, the president of the United Planets. Growing up, she had to deal with a very strict household. Naturally, this caused her to become a rebellious teen. She was born on planet Bigzit, a planet that exists where Earth should, but in a very different dimension. The natives of this planet have the ability to phase through solid objects and shift to the dimension that has Earth, generally with technological assistance. However, Tinya's powers were way stronger than the average being on her planet. Following the death of her father, Tinya headed to Earth on a freighter vessel. She initially worked at aspiring and then tried out for the Legion of Superheroes. To become a member of this legion, one has to audition. However, Tinya didn't go through that hassle and, with her powers, bypassed the Legion security. She did end up becoming a member and then took upon the moniker of Phantom Girl. 7. Bouncing Boy. Charles Foster Tane was a regular guy from Earth. One day, he drank a super plastic fluid created by a scientist, which gave him his strange superpowers. He learnt that he could now inflate his body and turn spherical. He applied to be a part of the Legion of Superheroes, but, unlike the others who got selected without much of a hassle, Bouncing Boy failed constantly. Ultimately, it was his sense of humour that got him his membership alongside the others, being convinced that Bouncing Boy is a great support superhero and that his powers have their offensive uses as well.
Okay guys, let's kick some simulated butt.
Legion of Superheroes is getting a new animated TV show. We've already spoken about the 2006 animated television series for the Legion of Superheroes. As of 2022, a new animated series by HBO Max is on the way. The show is in its early stages of development and will be produced as an adult animated show. Comic book writer Brian Bendis, i.e. the developer, revealed that he has been in on the project with HBO Max for quite some time now. As of now, there's no confirmation as to when the series will be released, primarily because animation is quite the hassle and takes a long time. Since it has already entered the early stages of its development, we can expect it to come out sometime in 2023. So, what did you think about the Legion of Superheroes? Did you enjoy this video? If yes, then please don't forget to like it and comment on this video. Till next time, goodbye, have a good one.